Welcome YouTube. Gonna try and introduce you to my 04 GSX-R track bike. This is a project I'm trying to finish up now, just because it'll get some parts off the floor space I need. So I want to build my workbench here soon. Just quick introduction. That's the original frame up on the wall. That was a salvage title frame. So I want to get a clean title frame so it didn't have any issues. Even though it is a track bike, it wasn't really necessary. And that frame was tweaked. So here's my clean title frame. I had previously stripped and refinished it. This is a shaker can paint job. Came out pretty damn well. Pretty smooth. I put some filler in the frame just to get rid of some of the casting marks, but that could have turned out better. I didn't put enough time into it. But I'm happy with the results. Easy to, spray again if it gets scratched, whatever. This bike has been completely apart and cleaned. So everything was separated, all the bearings and seals and like the wheels, swing arm, steering head, all of those have been replaced. Just because the bike did have 16,000 miles on it when I tore it down. The previous owner was kind enough not to do any kind of chain maintenance, so he broke the chain. That shit all piled up into the engine case. Destroyed the clutch push rod, which destroyed the seal, which is a total pain in the ass to replace. And it had also took out this threaded embossment for the clutch push rod cover, whatever you want to call that. I had tried to fix this previously with JB Weld, which everybody spoke so well of. Shit failed pretty much instantly, so I had to weld it. I welded it myself. Got a TIG welder back here. I ended up balling up a crappy ass bunch of weld back there, just because it's a really hard position to get into. I usually weld a bit better than that, trust me. And then ended up drilling and retapping it so it can take the enormous amount of pressure that comes from actuating the clutch. Also, I've had this motor apart so I could separate this clutch push, or separate the engine cases so I could replace the clutch push rod seal. I'll show you pictures of that. I also completely reshimmed the valve train because again it had 16,000 miles on it. But all that stuff was impressively close tolerance. It wasn't nearly as out of whack as my 954 was. So got that all clean, reassembled. Have all the parts to replace that exploded when the guy blew the chain, such as the water pump. Yeah, these covers, all that shit exploded when he blew the chain apart. So proper chain maintenance, folks. Other bits and pieces on the bike. Woodcraft rear sets, great product, love Woodcraft. New chains and sprockets, new tires, just running Michelin Pilot Powers, not the 2 CTs at this point. Have ballast in them instead of wheel weights. We'll see how that goes. All these calipers, they all cleaned up beautifully. Braided steel brake lines, Chinese eBay levers. Look like the, was it the AFAM levers or the, whatever, don't remember. Front brake master cylinders, trash. It's suffering from whatever the problems they had with moisture degradation, so it's actually going to be replaced on manufacturer warranty, the recall. Apparently every bike for the last 10 years has been recalled, so I get a free master cylinder, yay! Actually, I bled this steering damper, took it out, bled it, and it's put some really heavy fork oil in it. Can't remember if I did the fork oil or what. Yeah, whatever it was. Really stiffened it up. Works a lot better now. Makes me happy. Forks. Completely separated the forks. Rebuild. Did the bushings or whatever. Forget the proper names. All the seals. I put Racetech springs in it. Yeah, no new fluid in it. Guess that's about it. That was an experience. That was my first time. I'll give you some pictures of that. Otherwise have, sorry there, the double H brake pads in it. Man, I cannot remember the name of the manufacturer. Oh well. These disc brakes here, I refinished these. I tried media blasting them, or was it soda blasting? That was a horrible mess. Don't do that. I suggest getting some good old brake clean, a couple blocks of wood, some red, what's it called, the Scotch-Brite pads, and just go to town. Just soak it and just rub and rub and rub. Get all the original braking material off of it. Looks to me like I'm going to have at least a few seasons on them. They're really not scored bad at all. Oh, I guess a little bit. But hell, they're too damn expensive to replace. I want to get this thing running at some point. Yeah, this one came out really well. I'll give you pictures of what the before and afters were like on those. They were absolutely hideous. It looked like I was going to be spending the $300, $400 in rotors that I didn't want to spend. Oh, yeah, that's another piece. I got the Woodcraft 3-piece clip-on bars. Again, lovely product. Definitely recommend Woodcraft. This isn't my first time using them, but won't be my last, that's for damn sure. I think that's about it. Yep, I'll give you a little bit of time lapse of trying to get this thing back together. Hopefully we'll see it fire soon. Thanks, YouTube.